Welcome everybody to your favorite homeless crypto trader where we're homeless and we gamble our life away in order to have the life of our dreams. And on today's episode, we're doing another technical analysis because some people have been asking me for an update. And as always, never financial advice, but because no one makes videos about this, I wanted to because it's cool. And also, I just wanted to make a documentation of all this so that when things blow up, there's just like, hey, look at that. I would have wanted to have that archive. So, anyways, here at the price targets that we're looking at the moment, you can see not much has happened to the Superverse price. A week ago, we had seen this uptrend, this reversal going up here, and we had talked about breaking this line over here and hitting this as a support, which was the biggest resistance the past month. And as you can see, we went all the way to 77 and then we dipped and we hit this support level at 66 multiple times, like 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times. And it seems to be a valid support level. Okay, we bounced off it multiple times and now we're kind of stabilizing around 70 to 73. We're kind of bouncing around here. As you can see, there's a lot of resistance at these levels. Couldn't close above 74, and this, I like it. It looks pretty good. We're in a breakout, so the breakout has been confirmed. When are we going to go up to 86? I don't know. I feel like probably before end of the year. There's only 5 days left. Could be wrong. However, like I said, this thing looks like it wants to break. It wants to rip. It actually did rip 2 days ago and then just got massively dumped, but it hit the support, and we can establish that this is a very good support. And yeah, and as you can see, if I zoom in on the 4 hourly, these drops are getting higher and higher. So the sell pressure is decreasing. And if you look at our momentum over here, so you see how we're in the red. This means that less money. So the more there is red, that means that's money leaving the token. And as you can see, it's forming a curve and getting less and less. So meaning less money is leaving the momentum and more money is coming in, which will hopefully take us to the green. So if you zoom out, okay, and you look at things, the last time we were this green was at 0.7. And we had this huge money coming in, money flow, and then we entered this dip right here. So if you look at it, when was the dip? It was around here. That's when we hit that 74 and we had this huge crash and we like, oh my god, we're gonna go broke. And that was where a big sell-off was happening, and now the sell-off looks like it's ending, but this could easily just continue. We don't know. But when you see this nice green waves, you know that we're up for a pump. And because this is closing with highest probability, let's see if we zoom in, it seems like it's ending the sell pressure and I'm going to go up again. But keep in mind that we did do a 10x in 1 month. So if you bought Super in November, early November, late October, you're up 800, 1,000%, okay, in just 1 month. So it's kind of boring right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if this did another 10x because there's enough money in the market right now. You can make a 10x on Superfarm from these levels without any new money coming in. We've talked about this in previous videos. And if you look at, the price from here, it's not that high for us to break these levels, which I'm going to talk about in a second. You can see from 70 to 86, it's a 24%. That's like, that can happen in a few hours. We saw this pump right here happen in 1 day. Okay, in 1 day it went up from these resistance 61 all the way to 78, and awesome trade over here in 1 day. Okay, overnight it happened. So we can probably go all the way to $1.50, 50% in just 1 weekend. It's not improbable at all. So So while it looks like it's taking time, when the pump comes, it'll happen in a day or two, very, very quickly. So where did these lines come from? How did I set up these price targets? You zoom out. And again, also, look at the momentum on the daily. So sometimes you got to zoom out to get a bigger picture. You can see here that a lot of the sell pressure has decreased since the bear market. So the entire bear market, we had this huge sell pressure, and it started to end, and that's exactly when we had this glorious pump of 10x. It's because the sell pressure is finishing, and we haven't been this green since ever. Okay, this coin has never had its moment, because the day it was released, it got that release pump of its launch, and that was in around March 2021. Then we had that crazy crash that where everyone thought was over, and then we had that recovery period in early 2022 or late 2022, I can't remember. And that's when the whole narrative of gaming, crypto gaming, started happening, which was like 3 to 4 months before the start of the bear market. So this, which is what you can see here. Okay, here, let me go to the weekly. It's always better to zoom out. So on the weekly, you just see it's all red. Okay, but almost every altcoin is like this, because the weekly is such a huge time frame that most coins that are released, or altcoins apart from Bitcoin, were in 2018, 2017. So there's not enough data. But on the daily, you can clearly see that this coin never had its moment yet, because as I said, it was released, dumped, Bitcoin crashed, and then when the gaming narrative happened, which started happening around end of 2021, you can see it had its little moment up here, and it crashed because the whole entire market crashed. And then that's when we saw the whole bear market all the way until October this year, and now we're pumping up again because we're in a bull market. So anyways, where did I get these levels? You go back here. This coin has always had major resistance. I remember when I was trading it 2 years ago, every time between you can see here that this level was so important, 54%. We hit it so many times on the weekly frames. Boom, boom, here, here, here. It's a really important level. And anytime we broke it, we saw a massive rally to $2. And when you look at the big, like the hardest part to break was this 60, where was it? Sorry, so 54 was important. And when you broke that, 66 was the major support, because you can see we bounced here like 3 or 4 times. So 66 is like a huge price target. However, 80% is not that huge, because every time we broke 80%, we just went straight to $2. And I think the reason because of that is the $1 is such a psychological number. So for some reason, 66 to $1 seems far. But you can see that when we break that 66 level, the next target is 83. The reason we always smash through it, because look at it here, we smashed it here. We went from 66, where the levels are at right now, and we hit 86, and every time we hit 86, we went up to $1, $1.19, $1.20, and then we couldn't stay up there, and then we crashed, and then it took like 4 weeks, and then we tried again, and then we broke 83, and then we went to $1, and then we dipped, and then we went to $2, and then we dipped, and then we went to $2.50. And it's because 60 to $1 feels like a lot. But then when you hit 83 or 87, 86 right now, the space to $1 feels very small. So psychologically, the people are less likely to sell, because they're like, oh, we're almost at $1, and everyone wants $1, especially with small tokens, because it's just like, oh, if you have 10,000 tokens, it's gonna hit $1, I'll make 10,000. So everyone is aiming for that $1 price. So for it to rally from 80 to $1 is way more psychologically accepted, and I that's just my theory, which is why I always, every time we hit 83, we don't get rejected, we kind of just explode to $1, and then people start selling off. So Right now, I'm looking at the dollar price. So all I care about is that we broke 65. Now anything above this, I think we're clear way to a dollar. And by clear, I mean like maybe like 2 weeks. Because again, when you go back here, it took 3 weeks to go back to over a dollar, and then we crashed, and then another 3 weeks to go over a dollar again. So, but like I said, with the current market, I've seen this can happen in a couple days. It doesn't need to be 2 weeks. It might take 2 weeks of slow action, but the actual pump can happen in a couple days. Anyways, these are important price levels. I'm hoping for another 10x. I want to see this at $10-12 because we haven't seen this coin do what it can do. So it's anything above these levels is really anyone's guess. Like we don't know where this coin could go. But with the existing money in the market and the existing hype, it's not about the tech. It's really just about people aping into things. And because this ecosystem has a game and the building narrative behind it, it has all the fundamentals in place for full ape mode. And we don't need $100,000 Bitcoin. We don't need any crazy bull market or institutions. There's just enough market to make this coin do another 10x. And there just needs to be enough releases and hype for it to get there. People just need to be like, oh yeah, Superfarm is the next Solana or something like that. That's it. That's all it needs. And the market is already there. We don't need your grandma buying crypto for this to do another 10x. And the market cap right now is 300 million, so it can go to 3 billion with existing money. And that's just true. Like I've been looking at the coins ripping. There's enough money. All people need to do is just sell a bit of Solana and come into Superfarm, join the super fam. Yeah, and that's it. That's today's analysis. I'm probably just gonna ride this train out. It would be really cool if I can trade the little movements, but like I said, I don't know where the short-term action is, and I'm just gonna take little profits along the way to feed myself, so I can be patient enough to hold this for the next 2-3 months. And when I hit those life-changing gains, then obviously I'm gonna be taking a lot off the table. But I want a 10x from this level, and I want to see my thesis through. So if we smash the $2 level, the all-time high, that's actually a bullish sign. If we break these levels, this is actually a sign to buy. That it will go higher. Every time you break an all-time high, that's actually an indicator the price will go higher. It's not a selling signal. Breaking all-time high is not a selling signal historically. Okay, that's it. That's all for today, guys. Let me know what questions you guys have. Let me know if you want more of these videos. And again, not financial advice. You're a gambler. Wear your own big boy pants and make your own trades. Yeah. So you're listening to a homeless guy trading crypto. Something's wrong with you. But we know this is valuable. So let's not pretend. Anyways, goodbye. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. See you guys on the Billionaires Boy Club, baby.